We were planning the first pregnancy for some time, so it took us about 5, 6 months to finally conceive. The experience with midwives was so seamless. The midwife really took me through what are the options available and made me aware of how I could make a more informed decision. I did write a birthing plan in my book, which I took to my hospital. I remember very well, which had like exactly what I wanted to do. It went a bit away because I couldn't do the water birth at all because my water had already broken. So the second option was to go for vaginal birth. I said that I don't want to decide in advance whether I want the epidural or not. I'll take it as it comes. At 2 a.m. is when I asked for an epidural because I couldn't tolerate the pain at all. My husband and my mom were catching a nap at 3 a.m. And by then, the doctors who were monitoring the Agam's heartbeat told me that the Agam's heartbeat is fluctuating a bit. They advised that it's not safe for the child's health to have such fluctuations and for us to go with the vaginal birth, which is why they suggest a C-section emergency. And they guided me on what's going to happen there. So yeah, I decided to go for a C-section. I was taken into the operation theater. So my husband and me both went into the room. I think it took about maybe 20-25 minutes, and I felt supported, aware and informed about everything from midwives, consultants all throughout my journey, and I felt like I could make my own decisions and somebody else is not doing that for me. It felt very emotional, and then I finally heard the voice and they brought Agam to me near my left chest. And it felt like I'm not going to feel that ever again in my life. My experience just after the birth at the hospital was quite overwhelming. Breastfeeding is difficult, but I didn't know that they're going to handhold and help me so much. The nurses over there, midwives, were really patiently sitting with me to see how, what angle, teach me right at the hospital, making sure that before I leave hospital, I get a good latch or I am aware of how to do that. The midwife was here, I think, for the next 10 days, quite a few times at my house, helping me, asking me about my mental health, helping me with the breastfeeding, really educating me how many minutes each breast we need to use and make sure that we're really taking the cues and learning how to read the cues of the child. I think right from the start, from the scans till the birthing experience, the whole team, it felt like extremely warm and part of the extended family.
For more information to help you make informed decisions about your maternity care, visit guysandstthomases.nhs.uk/maternity.